Yep. And it's live. Oh, already. Hello. Hello, hello, hello. Oh, I'm not too bad, thank you. How are you? Hello. Hello. It's nice to be back. Hello. Hello everyone. Um oh gosh, yeah, Rampage. Wow. Yeah. Okay. We got 4 tracks so far. I'll get on to why it's 4 in a minute. Hello, hello, hello. Here's my track. There it is. Thank you very much for your track. We have 4 so far. Oh, we have a 5th. Sick. Okie dokie. How is everyone doing? Oh no. Oh. Did I get yours? Yes, I did, Mr. Alter. It's a nice little YouTube link. I've got 6 so far. So, yeah, anyone? Oh, that's number 7, Mr. Ian Santos, back again. Back again. Yes, I did, Mr. Yucky or Yuki. I assume it isn't Yuki because then that would just be, you know, the same pronunciation as the duo Yuki. Just drop a link, Morgan, if you're able to. Yeah, so just drop it. Oh, that's number 8 from Matt. 2 more to go, guys. First come, first serve. Oh, the quest comes in with number 9. Oh, and Jen out at the back post. No, Jen out, Junior Henao. Oh, mate, guys, I'm sorry. I'm really sorry. I'm really, really sorry. Ian, I got yours, mate. I'm gonna take on Morgan as well, just because Morgan, is this a boy or a girl? Because you get girls called Morgan as well. Yeah, because he or she asked like before. But yes, I've got 11 now. 11, and also hello, Mr. Boy. I've also got someone that the first one is actually from someone who can't watch the live streams when they happen. He lives in Syria, which is a bit crazy. Hello, mate. Hello, Ian. How you doing? Yeah, so this guy lives in Syria, and he was like, he messaged me, and he was like, oh, you know, would you mind reviewing my track? And I was like, yeah, I mean, I do a live review thing every other week if you want to tune into that. He was like, no, I'll just send you it now. I was like, well, no, I'd rather you waited for that. And he was like, well, no, I can't actually tune into the live streams because I live in Syria. And I was like, wow. Wow. And it's just mad. I was like, it's just another, you know, everything that's going on there now. It's just another world entirely. And I was like, wow, like this guy's sending me his track. So I was like, I've got to do that justice and, you know, put it first and stuff. So gonna have to go with his track first, which is pretty cool. And then we've got 10 after that. Yeah, it could be. It could be a little Sultan, protege, if you will. I have unfortunately got 11 tracks now. Well, yeah, 11 because of that extra one. So any more submissions I'll have to do, you'll have to get there early, I'm afraid, because I do have a limited time frame. Another thing that I'm going to mention here now is that at some time this week I'm going to release a survey for you all, because I'm trying to work on my reviews a bit and change them up a bit. So I'm wanting to take all suggestions, and I want people to be as honest as possible, because at the moment my reviews are, they're the videos that I work the hardest on, and people watch them the least. So it's not an easy situation to be in, but I want these things to be, incredible. I want people to look forward to the reviews, and I can understand that someone talking for about 10 minutes or whatever it is each time is quite difficult to keep up with. So yeah, when that comes out, I'd be really grateful if you guys could all answer that, because they are for you guys at the end of the day. When Asora releases some music, I might review it. But yeah, yeah, when I put it out, I'd be really grateful if you guys could do the survey. It would really help me so much, because I'm obviously just trying to find ways to improve the channel all the time. And I have noticed that those videos. I'll just make a link out of it. More classic reviews. Okay. Classic reviews are good, but then again, it, it's still a review, and I do still have to do all of the modern stuff that comes out, every week. So it's about finding a balance. And I actually haven't listened to the Dubloads EP yet, funnily enough. But you'll know my thoughts on that this time next week, or maybe a couple of days after, in the next monthly roundup. But yeah, again, when that survey comes out, I'd really appreciate you guys being as honest as you can, and just saying what you don't like and what you do like, and it will just help me so much. And I really think I'm going to change the way that I do review videos completely, because as I said, it is quite difficult, just keeping up with someone talking about something for 10 minutes. So, and I completely understand that. I watch Anthony Fantano's videos, of course, and even with the stuff that I like that he's reviewing, it's sometimes they are difficult to keep up with, and he's like the pro. So yeah, again, all feedback that you have on that would be really, really great. Lastly, just before I get going, apologies for not being able to do this last week. I attended a funeral over last weekend, towards the end of last week, and yeah, I just had to kind of clear my head at that point. But yeah, we're back again. Had 3 videos this week, of course, and yeah, back in full flow. So to be honest, Mr. Stay Dead Official, I don't want to ever play the music really in my videos again, because I've got too many warnings now, and yeah, I've got too many warnings on my channel, and I don't want to ever get a strike. And the only way with a channel like mine, the only way that I kind of breach that is by putting music in my videos, and it sucks. I kind of wish that I could sometimes, but then again, I also want to let my words do the talking, if you will. I want everything that I think to kind of be pervading what I'm saying. So yeah, unfortunately, I don't think, I can't see myself including music in the videos anytime soon. I know sometimes it makes it easier, but yeah, it's unfortunately not something I think I can do. But anyway, all of that's done. First 10 minutes are up. But yeah, now let's crack on. And the first one, as I mentioned, is by this Syrian bloke, and he's called Travas. and the hashtags are riddim, drum step, death step, and headbanging. Hello, Christine. Much love. Excited about the new home. I will. I'll be up there soon. Down there, should I say? But yeah, here we go. Unfortunately, not my friend. I've got 11 tracks, but yeah, that'll be all of that for today. Okie doke. Travass with Bang. I'm not sure about those background touches. I think because he will watch this video afterwards, so I'm going to kind of address him in a way. I think, yeah, you don't need those kind of background touches. I think you can just make that beat quite consistent and not have too much superfluous stuff around the outside. That was nice, that little doing. Oh, I was kind of expecting a build at that point, but you know, fair enough. I think the build could be cut in half. The last part of the build where it kind of ramps up, and with the drop, I think that the snares are a bit off. It's a decent idea. I quite like the kind of vibe that you're going for and the sounds that you've got. But I mean, yeah, it could just all be made a little bit clearer, so that you can hear all of those sounds individually, and it just makes. Yeah, you see, you run the risk here of everything just sounding a bit muddy because it is just. I don't even think there's too much going on, but yeah, the sounds just aren't clear enough, I would say. So yeah, just focus on making the sounds a bit clearer. Yeah, refining everything that you've got going on, and then, you know, the main sounds will start to shine through a lot more. I mean, I actually think it's quite like a weighty, like impactful track, even though the tempo is quite a plodding one, obviously, because it's a rhythm song. But yeah, I think, you know, if you were just able to flesh out those sounds a bit more and make them clearer, then you could have quite a heavy track on your hands here. I think yeah, it's just a case of working on it, really, because I think for what it is, like, the idea is actually pretty decent. I agree with Laz Tronica, who says, yeah, slightly more variation. I think you can change it up a bit at points, you know. Kick, sex, dough. Classic. This isn't bad, but I do feel like it is missing something. Just like maybe a bit more like little percussion, like little percussive bits to kind of keep it ticking along a little bit more, like or something like that. I don't know. I think maybe you could have a horn at that point, like a little dun 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 dun, like a centipede kind of brass sound or something similar like that, just to make it a bit eerie, like threatening almost. It just needs a bit more flavour, I think. Yeah, it's just a bit. It's a bit muddied, and you can't really tell what the main idea is coming through. It seems more like a load of sounds just kind of meshed together without anything really true or genuine shining through. Bit more of a spacey vibe could be going on there when you stop the drop section, just to give it like a bit more atmosphere as it closes. Yeah, just slightly empty here at the end as well. But yeah, I hope that all makes sense what I've said. Yeah, I think again it's one of those where just work on it. I think try things out with the drops. I mean, you released this 9 months ago, so I doubt you're going to work on it more. But if you're doing a VIP of it, maybe then yeah, just vary stuff up a bit and work on the general refining of the sounds to make everything a lot clearer. And then your ideas will shine through more. Excuse me. Okay, cool. Oh, didn't mean that. Blah, 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 blah. Yep, empty stomach with make it hot. Oh, we've had empty stomach before. I recognize that. Avi. Very nice. Need a snare there, man. I think you need not just that clap in the background. You could make it much more emphatic with a snare, but maybe there is one coming. Who knows? More percussion, I think, is needed here. Just like what I said with the first track that we just did, keep it ticking along a little bit more, so we have that sense of like momentum gathering, and it's not just kind of the same thing just happening. Runs the risk of becoming a bit not boring. I think that's quite strong, but it kind of drags more than it lures you in, kind of thing. So like that. I think for that percussion thing that I was just talking about, I think I recommend looking at someone like Tasoki, I would say. I think it's a good idea, but it just needs more beef to it. You know, it needs more meatiness. It needs just needs to be thickened and fleshed out. Because you have that pretty decent build up, which I actually liked. I like what you did with the vocal there, but the drop, whilst the idea is quite good, I don't think it has the desired effect. It feels as if it's off in the distance and not right here, like in your face, like hitting you. So yeah, I'd work on that a bit if you can. And yeah, it just sounds a bit empty, and I'm sure you can hear that as well. I really like the clarity of your sound. I think that's pretty spot on. I think you've got that there, got that nailed down. But yeah, it just needs more going on, I think. And yeah, a bit more just kind of awareness with where you're going with the ideas directionally. Just have a good, I think, have a good study of Subtronic's music and just see how incredibly he layers stuff. And yeah, I mean, you do very good, I think, to listen to a load of Subtronic stuff and just pay attention to how well he layers everything. I mean, yeah, some of these sounds are great. Some of these sounds are really good, but it just needs more of it.
I like this.
Oh, really, I mean, that is a really good switch up from the first drop. I like that development, but it does, again, it just does need more like meatiness. It needs more like fleshing it out and more like throwing itself at me, you know.
Gotta switch the place.
Oh, who does this sound like? Empty Stomach, if you're watching, also, you'd like this guy. Check out his stuff. Oh my gosh, yeah, a bit of similarity there. Definitely check out Tiny C, like, oh my gosh. Let me show you this apps. I mean, yeah, what I've said so far kind of applies for the rest of the track. You can hear that. Yeah, just have more going on. Just layer, keep layering, because your sounds are pretty sick. You just needs more of them. I want to hear more of them, mate. Listen to this, yeah. This is what this reminds me of.
We go out and we let it flow.
So sick. What a banger. So yeah, that one. It wasn't Tainan, it was Tiny C, mate. But yeah, that should be your kind of example to go off. All right. Okay. Number 3. Here we go. Lastronica with the Whip It. Oh no, with it. Sorry, with it. Whip. Work in progress. Let's go. By the way, Social Kid just started following me on SoundCloud, which is pretty cute. Anyway, let's go. A little bit more thump on that kick, and that would have been bellissimo. Like, I know it's not been, you know, a great day for a great weekend for company and whatnot with that track, but his kicks are always pretty decent. So, Stranger Official, mate, I've already got 11 tracks. I'm sorry. I'm really sorry. Maybe have those beep beep beep, just have that a bit more definitive, like a beep beep beep, as opposed to because you've already got that wavy sort of dubstep thing going on. But I think you can make that more like a beep beep beep, like a bit sharper. Oh, yeah, go on then. That's a bit virtual riot, isn't it? That kind of very like offensive, you know, kind of bam, 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 bam. Oh, what's that song with Flex Caliber on it? Anyway, that tune. I really like that. Mate, I think I really like this idea. It's another one that just needs like you know, the sounds just need to be a bit sharper, and then that mix down is actually pretty good. And you've got a decent idea there. It's just like pretty bombastic, like bro step kind of music. There's also a kind of weird, distant feel with the sounds. I think you'll know what I mean if I explain myself. But yeah, basically, yeah, it sounds as if a lot of the sounds are just kind of out there and not quite at the forefront of the track. You want them to just sound much richer and like alive. The idea is good, but yeah, the sounds just need a bit more HDifying, if you will. Vertebrae, what are you saying? You know what? I like that kind of rhythm, how you dropping into that or dipping into that rhythm structure. But I think you can stop it after those like 4 bars or whatever you had. Like have a really brief snippet, then go straight back into the bro step beat. I think that would work better personally for me. Yeah, I mean, I like the progression of the track. I think the ideas are good and they kind of work together well. But yeah, I think start with the drums, just flesh them out, make them a bit sharper, which I'm sure you can hear as well. And then I think the rest will follow. You'll just know how to do the rest of it, and it will just kind of bloom and turn into quite a sharp track. I'm liking the groove of this track. I'm not gonna lie. I'm liking it. I'm appreciating it musically. I'm liking the flow. I'm liking the rhythm of it. There's a good awareness of what to do when. But yeah, it does just need that sharpening of everything. Ooh. It's nice. Nice little tense midsection. Oh, that's a really good idea. I really like that. I mean, the same thing goes in terms of fleshing out the sounds and making it sharper. But I really like that switch up. I think that's good. I think it's very good. Can you believe my man uses GarageBand and made that? I mean, yeah, get slightly out of control at that point. Work on kind of toning it down at that point in the track, I think, because I mean, yeah, you're 4 minutes in by this point as well. You got to keep that in mind. So, yeah, just you can narrow it down, you can wind it down, just have that sense of, you know, disintegration at that point, I think. Nice. I like that bit at the end as well. Good stuff, Lastronica. Keep it going. Keep the work up. Okay, we have now a Solaroid whip. It's quite big. It's a work in progress from the old Solaroid. Yeah, this is called Light Up, and it's a work in progress. Here we go. That's really nice. That's really nice. Oh, no, sorry. That drum does, that kick does just come out of nowhere, I'm afraid. You need to kind of, I would say, kind of lead into it a bit more if you're able to. Have like a, maybe like a or something like that. Just that does. I mean, you can definitely hear that. That unfortunately just comes out of nowhere, but you know, it's quite an easy thing to fix, I think. So. Nice. Okay, this is always personal taste, but me personally, I rarely ever like when you're in a build and a vocal either goes up or it goes down. You guys will probably have heard that Minesweeper track, Stop Talking, from a couple of months ago. The only thing really that I don't like about that track is that in that build and just stay the same, have it repeated, like chop it up, like. But like the whole winding down, winding up thing is just a bit of a personal thing that I'm not too big on. But if you like it, then definitely keep it. Hey yo.
Prepare to die.
Nice, mate. I really like that. I mean, it could be just because I'm not wearing headphones, but the only thing I would say is that I think your drums can give even more punch. I think the ideas there, sounds are good. I really like how some of them kind of stumble over each other, like kind of catching up on one another. But yeah, I think ideas there, just needs like a bit more thwack in the percussion. Some of those sounds are so good. They're like, yeah, that one. He gets the timing of everything right as well. You see, you got those little breaks, those little moments of like isolation and contrast. Works really well. I think it's a solid track right here. Just to the forefront of the track more, give it a really vibrant feel at that point. Yeah, we'll just give it like richness that I think the track deserves. I like what you're doing there. Keep it up. I want to hear the full thing when you've done it for sure. I'll probably find it on SoundCloud anyway. In terms of Echo, yeah, I have got that EP saved, but I'm still yet to listen to it. But yeah, I'm excited to hear it because I've heard some good things about it. Yeah, it had a bit of an Asura vibe to it. Bit of an Asura vibe to it. Mr. Walker Pafford, I'm afraid I've reached the limit for tracks I'm reviewing today. Got a few left for today, but yeah, unfortunately reached the limit for today. Where's Erin at? Someone tell Erin to get on this live stream. Patience, my friend. We're getting to it. We're getting to it. Yeah, guys, you need to do tell me when it's lagging or anything, and I'll try and sort that out. Hello. All right, little 1 minute breather, and now we're on to Alter with Sect. There you go, Alter, mate. Got your track next, mate. There we go. It's your lucky minute. There we go. Alter with Sect. Those I do like those warm notes that you've got going on, but those scratchy ones are a bit jarring, a little bit off-putting, I would have to say. A little bit abrasive. That's a word I would use. Abrasive. It's quite interesting. I didn't expect it to do that. When those sounds came in, I was like, oh, it's got a bit of a Feed Me vibe to it, you know, like some of his early like electro house stuff. I was like, had that kind of deep and dark, but still quite fruity like flavor to it. And I thought it was just going to keep going doodle doodle and then just kind of build. But this section has kind of come out of nowhere, I would have to say. And no real sense of kind of build towards it or climax, if you will. You see, in Whitmore, it's Rainy A. Yeah, man, I'm sorry. There's too much going on there. It's a bit, yeah. It's just there's too much going on, and the sounds are just a bit. They're very distorted. But yeah, I'm just looking at some of these comments. They're funny. I've already reached the limit for tracks today, so Papa NAWTY. I mean, yeah, it's just it's scratchy and it's yeah. Drums, yeah. You can hear how those sounds are scratchy, can't you? Like it's just yeah, it's quite an overwhelming part of the track. Um, and yeah, honestly, I'm not sure there's much more I can say other than that. It's just it just needs cleaning up a bit. I actually like some of those sounds, you know, like diddly diddly. You've got some good sounds in there, but the overwhelming part about it is the kind of scratchiness of it. And yeah, it's quite overwhelming, I have to say. It just sounds very scratchy, distorted, white noise kind of thing. If you feel. Ooh. Nice, yeah. That was good. No, I'm sorry. The drops are a bit inaudible. There are some good moments in there though. I like the kind of some of the bits of musicality you've got going on there. Hey, like you've got some good ideas in there. You've got some good little cheeky moments, I think. But yeah, the sound is just yeah. I mean, I don't know if you're working on this one or if this is a finished track, but if you're working on it, then just keep going with it. Like just keep on refining the sounds in there and just see where you go with it. I don't think don't be scared to try things out. But yeah, I think generally just needs like a bit of a cleaning up, a bit of a refining of the sound generally. But we move on. There's no Father Naughty up in here. Upper Naughty. Right. Glitch Q with System Core. Mr. Glitch Q. Mr. Glitch Q. Okay, here we go. Glitch Q. System Core. Nice. Just check yourself slightly on that lead. Don't just do it of the music of that main lead. Make the direction of it genuine. Don't just do it and don't just add random notes because just for the sake of it, because it sounds at the moment it sounds as if, some of the notes are they're just there. Obviously it has a direction to it, but I wouldn't say myself that it's genuine. Aside from that, everything else, like the percussion is pretty decent. Yeah, I'm liking that. Tell me if it's is it lagging now? What about now? Am I here? Please tell me I'm here. No, he's not. Can you hear me? Can you see me? I'm here. Okay. Gonna wind back a bit. This is good. Ooh. Okay. That was quite an interesting direction. I didn't think it would be musical like that. So I'm going to have to remember that that's happening, and I'm going to listen to it again. Yeah, there's something about it that's not quite there, but I really like the general vibe of it. I think you've got the energy on point. I think there's a nice snappiness to all of the sounds. But yeah, there is something. I'll keep thinking. Drums are actually pretty top notch. The bad computer quality. I mean, yeah, you're as wise as I am on this. I have no idea how. If someone can tell me how to make it so that you can hear everything in the way better, then someone tell me. But I don't know. If I put it in my speaker, then I can't put it in my speaker. If I put it in for me, I don't see how you could do that. Oh, sweet. I can feel myself listening, like immersing myself in this one naturally. Those background sounds at the top, kind of. I'm not a massive fan, but if you think it works for the track, then fair enough. They're just a little bit off-putting for me. Ooh. This one doesn't hit quite as hard. I mean, obviously, you don't always have to have that. But yeah, there's something about it for me that drags a little. I think you just need a bit more. Yeah, it seems like there's a bit of space there that isn't quite filled enough. Mr. Basic, how are you, my friend? Oi, oi. Oi, oi. Oi, Xavier, I got a bloody copyright warning because of your bloody Savage Selects track, mate. You bell. Yeah, it's going well, but you got me a bloody copyright warning, you poomplex. No, I'm joking, it's fine. Yeah, you know the ID you sent me like a couple months ago? And I just got an email the other day being like, "Oh, I'm sorry, but you're using copyrighted content on blah. It's this track and Hexapod. Is that what it's called?" But yeah, classic, absolutely classic. Poomplex fam. Poomplex. It's nice. I really like that track. Stop. Very good. Very nice. I like that. Yeah, little things I'll change, but I think the foundation's there for a good one. Yeah, but sorry, Xavier, like it's been signed now and it's out there in the world, so I'll be kind of you, but yeah, it's not a claim, it's just a warning, so it's not like anything serious, but that did happen. A poomplex is it's just a word for someone that does something very distasteful. I think it's like it's a thing that is used in a slightly comical way in the ends, if you would, in the ends of London, in the down and dirty. Okay, now we have Ian Santos, the man himself, with A New Realm. And the thumbnail, the artwork says, "This is Christian dubstep, 2013." London is very expensive, I agree. Here we go. A New Realm, Ian Santos. Santos!
Sometimes when a situation is really good, you don't really have much to say about it.
I like that transition. I thought that was good. Yeah, I think you can make the drums a bit sharper again. Once you have your drums down, guys, and you have the foundations for a great track. Concentrate on your drums more than anything. What you want, all budding producers, all that you want to start off with, you want drums, yeah? You want your drums to be perfect. If a song works, it's because you don't notice the drums. That's how good they are, is that you don't notice them. You see, with Peekaboo has the best percussion out of anyone in the game, pretty much. And they're so good because you don't really notice them at all when they fit perfectly with his style.
Overall, good final product.
I like that sound coming out of nowhere. I thought that was good. It kind of took me off my seat a bit. But yeah, again, I've said this with you before, Ian, but yeah, it's just about a bit of a sharpening of your sound with them drums to start. I think there are some good sounds here, but yeah, it just needs HDifying once again. Just needs sharpening up, cleaning, and that'll come with practice, my friend. Oh wait, that's good. Feedback is. What are you saying, Lastronica? Are you saying my feedback is too long, mate? You know, I can just hear the tracks and say, yeah, it's trash or it's garbage. Is that what you want? Or that I love it and give no in-depth feedback? Is that what you want? That's what I thought. Yeah, that was the joke. Maybe I should start doing funny dances in my reviews. Maybe that'll get the people watching. Like really, like completely out of time dancing. Like, scribe, what you saying, my friend? Like dancing that's just completely offbeat. Like
a little bit front.
Here we go. Mate, that's so much cleaner than the first one. Come on, man. That's good. Translate that into the first one. That's good. Sound the sounds are much clearer. Needs a bit of it needs a bit more directionally, you know. I think it's a variety thing, you know. I think you need to spice things up at points in this track. Make sure you're creating something that the listener will want to keep going back to, you know. That's what I always say, you know. Have those little earworms that stick in your head, because this is just droning on a little bit at this point, and you know, still got 3 minutes to go. I'm gonna wind it on. Mate, you need to vary it up a bit. I have to say, the ideas just need to have a bit more to them. Still got 2 minutes and 10 seconds to go.
It's detective. It tastes good. It adds a little bit of texture to it, but it's not overwhelming at all.
Spacesuit. It's nice little gloomy moment here. Oh,
Good final product.
hey, that sound is so good. I really like it. It's really good. I like that. It's like that. It's like that meme of that guy impersonating a rabid animal. Have you seen that? Where the woman's giving an interview about their rabid dog or something like that, and then the husband right behind her. It's so, oh, it's so funny. I'm just gonna keep saying the same things, man. Vary it up. You see, for how long you've made the track, I would say that you do either need to completely change up the ideas and that, or make it literally cut it in half. This is a thing with a lot of rhythm. The songs are quite long, and they do for the most part the same thing for 5 minutes. So yeah, that's what I would say. Just keep working on it, and I think you will make that into something much naughtier. Naughty, naughty. Exactly. Me, speechless, nothing. Ian. That was a good sound. I really like that one. Unfinished ID by Spacesuit, called Stupid. Here we go. Yeah, please do. I want to review an Erin track. Be jokes. I'm gonna eat some nuts. I hope you don't mind. What kind of nuts, you ask? Walnuts, mate. Not boys' nuts or peanuts, but walnuts. No. Snares, man. Snares. Oh, tell it. I like that. I like that vocal sample. It's good. Yeah, it's snappy. It's turned into a mukbang. Yeah. Give it to me. Ooh. That's quite naughty, actually. Oi! I think you can make that main bass sound much meatier. Like a phase one or something like that. He's good at that. Who else? What is that other song? I think it's phase one. But anyway, yeah. I really like this idea. I think execution is pretty good. But yeah, I think some sounds can just be more like. Mate, oh my days, those drums in the build. Yeah. Oh yeah, go on then. Mate, this is fucking decent, mate. Eee, I like this one. I honestly don't really have anything to say. Apart from that snare. That snare can be substituted for a better one, in my opinion. This guy's got 100 followers. That's it. Get following, peeps.
Yeah.
Mate, like, you know when to bring certain sounds in. I think that works so well for you going forward. It doesn't get stale. I think it could get stale, but it doesn't get stale. I think with that second drop, you do need something hitting you more initially. It takes like a couple seconds to like truly get into it. But yeah, that's good, man. Hardcore conch. I'm gonna pretend I know what you're talking about. Yeah, it's linked there. Go check it out. That's a naughty track. Yeah, what are you guys thinking about that Bad Clut and Company song, honestly? Mate, the tracks are done for today. I've got 3 more, and that'll be 11 tracks, not even 10. Thank you for sending that track, my friend. Keep it up. You've got a good style going on there. Here we have an ID by The Quest. Oh. And that's it. I mean, it was a good introduction. I liked it. But, I mean, yeah, that's all for that one. What do you mean he's using hacks? What does that mean? What do you mean by that? No, that, well, Mr. Sidewood, for future Sunday reviews, the tracks do have to be your own. Yeah, that's the whole point. Because I'm feeding back on them. And it's the point. Ooh, imagine if it's a little side project of a big producer. Okay, here we go. Okay, we have Ooh, hang on a second now. Ronin, are you here? Are you here, Ronin? Ronin, I don't know. So it says this track is on a label. If I play it in this video, am I gonna get done? Am I going to get done for copyright? No. Okay. Take your word for it. If I do, I'll be round your door, mate. I'll be there. Pickaxe. Watch your back. Watch your back. Watch your back. Beep, 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 beep. Here we go. Ronin. WTRFMF.
NCS really helped me to
get
over my
fucked.
fears.
I kind of was a bit nervous about what people would think of me. And then when I was on NCS, like everyone was in the same situation.
So many memories from that. There's so many videos. You can laugh just thinking about it. I just wanted to do it again.
Even if you're not with everyone at the start, you will definitely by the end. Everyone just wants you to get involved. No one wants you to be left out because the people you're surrounded with are really encouraging.
I feel like everyone's got something to take from the program, whoever you are.
We're unstoppable together. Search NCS to sign up now.
No one gives a fuck. Here we go. Oh. Oh, little make it bun them. Pink, pink, pink. Cleaner snare and cleaner kick, but I like the idea and the other sounds a lot. Guys, how many times do I have to say it? I've said it about 17 times now. I've got the allocation of tracks for it's fate. Fate in the building. Okay, here we go. Ooh, go on then. Mate, those little plinky notes are really nice. Just work on them drums, like sharpen them drums up, and then you're on to a bit of a winner.
The rice fields, motherfucker.
Some good sounds here, and I appreciate the rhythm of it. But again, it's one of those things where you just have to flesh the sounds out a bit more, give them a bit more vibrancy. I'm personally also, I'm not massive on those like rising things where it just comes out of like, you know, where it comes out from the depths and it's like, I mean, it's for me, it's very rare that someone gets that on point. So yeah, in the future, I'd definitely think twice about doing stuff like that because it has to be perfect. Otherwise, it just doesn't. Like 99 times out of 100, it doesn't work. No way, Brian. What are you saying? How you doing, Brian? Oh no, he's not cut out again. Is it cut out again? Am I here? I really like the melody. I like the electric stuff you've got going over the top. But yeah, the drums just need to be sharper, I'm afraid. And at points, it's like there's a bit too much space, which you just kind of need to fill a bit, which is fine. You know, again, that's another thing that just comes with practice. You know. Ah. How was Mr. Carbon? Was it a good time? I can imagine he was good. He's got some good energy going on.
The rice fields, motherfucker.
Nice, that was good. I really like that. That really worked. I like that. But yeah, again, it's the thing for me of just fleshing out all the sounds that you have. Just make it sharper, more refined. Bada bing, bada boom. That's the bit I mean that I'm not too big on as well, just for a bit of reference. No worries, Brian. Speak to you soon, my friend. Well, we're almost done with those. We're not almost done, but we're on the way with them Lost Lands videos, so we'll be chatting very soon. Yeah, decent. I think that's got the makings of a good track. You've got a nice foundation there, something you can work with, my friend. So yeah, good stuff. Keep it up, keep it going. As you practice and as you experiment more, you will get good. That's a good little solid foundation you've got there. But yeah, what Fate said as well. Take that on board, my friend. Oh, I've suddenly got a bit of a weird pain in my stomach. You got a dip? Well, mate, it was lovely to see you. Lovely to see you. Thank you for dropping a track. Final track for today is The Nerd Table with Antebellum or Antebellum. Antebellum? Sounds quite suggestive. Inspired by Mastodon. Oh, here we go. Maybe a bit of a tear out number. Yeah, final track of the evening. Nerd Table, Antebellum. Here we go. I think don't bring the drums in that early. That's the first thing I'd say. Just have those like heavenly, choiry sort of death steppy sounds kind of going for a bit longer by themselves, I would say. Creating a nice atmosphere here, though. I mean, even though I said the drums were brought in a bit too early, I still think they are quite good. I think they're suiting the overall vibe well. Very interesting mix of sounds going on here. I think it works. The guitar is perhaps a little bit out of place, but I think it's quite an ambitious thing to do. I mean, it's not a big thing to do, but I think it's an ambitious thing to do. And yeah, I think there's something slightly off about it. Maybe they're a bit too loud in the track, but I think I rate the idea. Akios, yo, what are you saying? Sorry, I did it right before the drop, but I won back. How are you, my friend? Mr. Bloody Akios, who would have thought? Master done. Okay, one back. I'm alright, mate. I'm not too bad. Classic. Come with the tune. Yeah, the drop kind of folds in on itself, unfortunately. It kind of goes inwards, and then the track kind of flops in on itself, which you don't want, obviously. The drums need to carry on with the kind of intensity that you had before, and yeah, you just need to be. Yeah, it's just the mix down. It's just a transition into the drop. Just needs a bit. I think it needs just, you know, listening to as much music as you can and learning from that, pretty much. That rising sound is a little bit off-putting, I would say. I quite like the general energy and vibe of it, but a little bit too much going on, and in particular that rising sound is just a bit slightly grating. This bit's good. I like this bit. I actually think this bit's quite creative. I like it. No way. Akios, you're a... Akios. I'm sorry I mistook you. Mrs. Akios. I actually do it every other week. So 2 weeks from now, I'll be doing it again. But yeah, if you basically how we do it is that you have to be in the first 10 people to drop your track. Otherwise, I could be here forever. You know, and there needs to be a cutoff point with me reviewing stuff. So yeah. Just make sure you do that. Make sure you're tuned in from the off is basically what I'm saying. Same thing. I think the percussion just needs to be bigger. That will give it much more impact and kind of weight. But yeah, I like this kind of descending helicopter kind of vibe you've got going on here. That's very Macedon. You know that. Oh, what's that one? Is it Death Pit? Oh, so good. Anyway. Come with a spoon to my party. I'm having a dinner party. Come with a spoon. So these bits are great to kind of finish and end with. Start and end with. Those bits are great. It's just, yeah, the drops need more oomph. Good ideas, though, I think, for the most part. One thing I am going to do, though, come with a spoon. Don't worry. It's not a bad thing to come with a spoon to my party. Just make sure you're there. Come with a spoon. Make sure you're there, bright and early. One thing I am going to do is play this Akios track. Can't remember what it's called, but it was the drums were just unbelievably snappy, and I was like, "Fuck yeah, it's this one, Bookie You Ukiyu. Check out the percussion on this bad boy. Fuck. So snappy, man. Fucking hell. Akios, is Akios still here? Or she dipped? But anyway, if you're still here, if anyone knows her and wants to tell it, you should make some hip hop beats. You know, that is so snappy. That's what I'm talking about, people. Once you have the drums in place, like, you're onto a fucking winner, mate. This is what Connor does at raves. Just doing one of these and fucking yeah. Now at a rave, I stand at the back and I appreciate. Nah, I'm joking. Morgan, thanks for coming, mate. Thanks for dropping your track. Much love, mate. Like, sorry, I call everyone mate. That's not just a male thing, but okay. Well, just an idea. I know a lot of rappers would love that snappy beat. That's fire in the booth, my guy. That's fire in the booth, my guy. Yeah, that's all 11 tracks for today, folks. Thank you very much for tuning in. Lots to come soon. As I said, I am making a survey, and that will be hopefully out at some point this week. Would really appreciate all of your feedback on my review videos. I want to know what you guys want to see in them, what you want to see more of. They are the videos that I work on the most. And I just think, you know, they can be great for you guys. You know, they are for you guys, and I think I can change things up a bit with them. So I'd love to know what you want to hear, what you want to see. Very much critiquing the snares. Yeah, that is me. Not so much at a show. But yeah, bloody hell, so many. When I say that, it's not a gripe at like producers coming up, you know, producers that are just like starting out. I'm talking about like elite level, well, supposedly elite level producers, and the snares are just like. But anyway, much love to you all, and I shall see you in Tuesday's video and in the other videos that week. Much love. Keep it naughty, as always. I shall see all you legends in the next one. Peace.